What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Les Alex here for Impact Gaming Center, and we are live and in living color here on a Friday night. Thank you all so much for joining us, especially if you're with us on twitch.tv/Impact Gaming Center. Otherwise, if you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell icon, and set it to all so you don't miss out on content like this. We've got over 150 live gameplay videos, so check it out. And of course, make sure to hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all your Magic the Gathering, TCG, and other tabletop gaming needs. We have Lincoln on Dimir Frogulus and Gabe on Burn, and Gabe is already Swift Speared him. So Lincoln is at 18, and here we go. There is the frog. Ribbit, ribbit, says Lincoln. Pass back to Gabe. So here we go. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Of course, Gabe going to want to just jam as quick as possible, so Lincoln will kind of be playing the control deck. And Dimir Frogulus does that pretty darn well. And here is another Swift Spear. Lava Spike. 3 damage to Lincoln that will trigger Prowess. And Lincoln could block and discard some cards. Gonna discard the Oculus. And what else here? Force of Negation. So 2 counters there. Swift Spear. The other Swift Spear will crash in. Hey, Fateful. Let's go, Gabe. Hey, there you go. Gabe, if you watch this after the fact, you have some fans here in chat. Here we go. Oculus going to come in off the Unearth, and that's going to be big game here for Lincoln, because this is going to be some great card advantage. Going to put a ton of cardboard on the battlefield. So there is Abhorrent Oculus as an additional cost. He didn't need to do that, though, because he just returned it with Unearth. But it has flying, and at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, you get to manifest Dread, which means you manifest the... you scry 2. Or, well, you look at the top 2 cards, you choose one of them, that card becomes a manifest token, the other card goes into the graveyard. What's interesting about it is it feeds future Oculuses. Oculi? I guess it's Oculi. So, yeah. So, Lincoln is in control of this one in the early goings of this game. But let's see if Gabe can bounce back. It's going to be really hard with the Oculus on the battlefield. Probably needs to figure out a way to get that bad boy off the table, because it will definitely take over games, especially against Mono Red Burn. Riftbolt going to be put on suspend. So that will come off suspend next turn. Does Lincoln have a Snapcaster Mage in his hand? Oh, no, I think it's a counter spell. Unearth and Consider. He'll draw that last card. And Lincoln will untap. Flooded Strand the land for turn. Gonna go down to 12 here. Get an island. Oh my gosh. So he flips another Oculus. Holy smokes, this is quite the tandem. Gonna exile 3 cards and give the frog flying. 15. This is game right here. This is game right here. Holy smokes. $14 damage. Okay, so not quite game, but lightning bolt to Lincoln's face. I don't think he cares about that too much. Gabe's going to have a pretty incredible turn here. It is possible. But if Gabe doesn't kill him, Lincoln will certainly be able to finish him off next game. And Lincoln draws off of the frog trigger. 2 manifest dread triggers. What an incredible hit off of his manifest dread trigger. Hitting a second Oculus. That is huge game and shortens the clock in a big way. Down to 6 goes Lincoln. So Swiss Spear has currently 2 power. Play a mountain. Okay, well that might be good. Gabe might be able to steal this one. Although Lincoln does have force negation with a blue card in hand. So if there's something really that he doesn't want to happen, he can force it. So that's a bit of protection. Skull crack. Wow. Forcing the Shard Valley and exiling it. And he does have the blockers here, so this is not going to be able to get through currently. Yeah, so he does get the cast trigger, the prowess trigger, but he is tapped out, so yeah, Lincoln's just going to throw one of his tokens in front. Was a Dark Slick Shores. Back to Lincoln, and I think we're just going to get a draw and then attack and kill you. Yeah, that's it. That'll do it, folks. Game number 1 goes to Lincoln with Dimir Frogulus. So there we have it, folks. Hey, I have a new camera in here. So thank you all so much for joining us. We're live at Impact. We've got, I believe, like 22 or so playing Modern. Last week, obviously, was crazy. We only had 8 players, but we do have the full. I mean, everybody's back from DC, so we have a ton of players here, and then we have like 30 or so Commander players. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining us. Again, if you're watching live, thank you all so much. We're coming to you live from Impact Gaming Center in the fabulous Fairview Heights, Illinois. So if you are in the St. Louis or St. Louis Metro East area, come on out. Play on a Friday. It's a lot of fun. We start at 7 p.m. We stream every single Friday. So if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to hit up Twitch and check us out on Twitch at 7 p.m. Central every single Friday. And of course, hit up the old YouTube as well as Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Alrighty, let's kick it back down to the players, and I'm going to turn the volume up.
Are they watching? What'd you say, hon? You ever, what was that?
I haven't seen you on Burn yet. How much do you play?
Oh, I've been playing Burn forever. This is my first modern deck ever, and it's just been, because back in the day, it was the cheapest way to get into format back in like 2000, what, like 17? And now I think it's something else. I think Mono Black is technically cheaper, but this is the one I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and just do a Mono Red. That'll be nice and simple. And it is the easiest to follow.
It's definitely not really simple to play patterns compared to a lot of things, but it's still magic. There's still a lot of things that you have to decide on.
Especially the timing on everything. And so this is why it's been really nice. Currently, I'm in the process of making a mono blue tempo deck.
Okay.
But the thing is that my old deck that I originally made doesn't have counterspell in it because back in the day, counterspell wasn't legal in modern. So now I have to go ahead and redo all of that.
Counterspell not being legal in modern. I can hardly imagine a time.
This is mulligan worthy.
Was there any? Really nice to see the modern turnout we get here.
I have not seen a modern turnout like this anywhere else in this area. Alright, come on. Oh wait. Is it still?
Yep, 7 and you pick the one on bottom.
Gotcha. Making sure it's been a hot minute. Yes, I absolutely. I think.
All right, looks like these players are ready for game number. Oh, well, I stand corrected. Looks like Lincoln is going to mulligan. Regardless, though, I'm back. We're back. I didn't go anywhere. But I figure it's pretty interesting to hear the players talk in between games, so we do that. But, yeah, Lincoln here, getting ready. Gabe going to be on the play, so if he's going to win a game here and turn the tides of this battle, he's got to win this one. Lincoln looks like he's got a one-lander, I think. He will keep. Keeping it and 2 going to the bottom. Okay, so Lincoln is mulligan twice here, down to 5. So Gabe is set up here to have himself a good game. Swift Spear turn 1. That's the ingredients we want. Well, not if you're Lincoln, but alrighty, back over to Gabe. Mountain. Lava Spike. 2 triggers. So Lincoln down to 13 and then to 10 after the attack and fetch. Or, I'm sorry, the fetch and the shock, I'm assuming. Lincoln saying, I know it feels bad to fetch shock here, but I think I have to. And he does have the Fatal Push, I figured. Down to 10 already. Consider this, it is a land. Snap keeps it. There's a Surveil. That's pretty darn good. Bin that. Mountain. Lincoln does have Force of Negation here. Rift Bolt suspended for Gabe. That, of course, will come off of suspend next turn. Lincoln at a virtual 7 here. Island, and here is the frog. Ribbit, pass back over to Gabe. 1 into the turn, gonna lightning bolt. Now he's at 7. A virtual 4. Unless he wants to counter this. He's gonna consider it first. Take a look at the top card. I didn't quite catch a good... Well, he likes it. Force pitching, sink into stupor. Pretty good. Gabe, I think, only has 1 card in his hand, which is what he just drew. Lincoln's close to stabilizing here. Just a land. Kind of a nightmare scenario here for Gabe, just drawing lands. This is, of course, the scenario that Burn often runs into. You get your opponent into, that range where you can kill him with 1 or 2 spells, and then he just can't close the deal. Can't close the door. But Searing Blaze. Counter spell the Searing Blaze. Lincoln with the slow roll. Feed the frog. Put a counter on it. And pass back. And we'll get in there with the frog. Down to 17. Draws a card off frog. Skewer the Critics is immediately getting countered. That will get exiled. I don't know if that matters too much for Gabe, but it could. Pass back to Lincoln. Feed the frog the island. Up to 3. Has a decent clock here. Down to 14. Draws off. And here's a Frogulus. Or a Frogulus, an Oculus. And right on back, he's going to manifest Dread here on Gabe's upkeep. Dark Slick to the yard. That will be a 2-2, and still Gabe's turn. He gets to draw now. And yeah, like I said, nightmare scenario here for Gabe. Just drew a couple lands in a row, and ball lightning, though. That's hot. No pun intended. A 6-1. Oculus will jump in the way. And Lincoln will take 1. Gabe said, "This is not your average burn deck." And Lincoln said, I was sitting here thinking this is an average burn deck. Down to 8 goes Gabe. Searing Blaze, counterspell. Lincoln's got it all. He is cooking. He is rocking and rolling. Consider this to the bend. I think we're probably going to see the frog get fed here. And that is 8. That will do it. Lincoln going to take match number 1 here. He will improve to 1-0. Gabe going to drop to 0-1. There you have it, folks. Thank you all so much for watching round number 1 here. We've got 3 more rounds of Modern action. So stay tuned if you're watching on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell icon and set it to all so you don't miss out on content like this. I've been Les Alex, and for Impact, We appreciate you, and I will catch you all on the flippy flop. Oh, make sure to hit up impactgamingcenter.gg. Adios.